Hi, this is Pam, FlowerPatchFarmhouse, and today I'm going to share with you how I save seeds for next summer. I start them in springish, but it's for the flowers for next summer. And I'm going to link in this post a pattern, downloadable printable pattern for seed packets that you can customize. You can paint them. I'll even share soon some painting tutorials on painting the seed packets with the flower that's in them, and or just designs that you can use for them, and you can give them as gifts from the seeds you've saved from your garden to share with other garden enthusiasts. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to start with these petunias. Now I've already trimmed some of them back to keep reblooming, excuse me, but some I have let go to seed so that they can be collected. So here's a seed pod, and I'm going to just nip it and let it fall into the tub. And there's several on this one, and these are the whites. Now one thing about this collection of petunias, let me zoom back out so you can see. Sorry for all the movement. But they're all different colors. There's a burgundy, a lighter fuchsia pink, and the white. Now, I've saved seed before from this collection that was planted together, and what was fun was a lot of the petunias that grew from those seeds were striped or splotched or with all of these colors, rather than just being a single color. And there were some that came up in the single color. But I don't know if you can see in there, you can see that there are a bunch of seeds, and I'll clear out the chaff or the pieces of flowers that are not the seeds and toss that. But one thing also, I will let a bunch of these seeds fall into this tub, and next spring many of them will sprout themselves in this tub. Even if I plant it up in the fall with pansies or violas, which I do many times, and they overwinter and will come back in spring, but the seeds of these petunias will still be in the soil and they will sprout. And I've had it fill up with petunias when it became warm enough for them, which is really kind of fun. And here are some of my daisies. And I have a different tub than what I use for the petunias. And I'll show you right here. I just dump that in there, but the seeds, you can see they're falling out of the daisy, and a little few bugs too. But I'll just go along and I'll collect them. Now I'll collect from several different of my plants in the garden, because these are crazy daisies. They don't come back the same from the same plant. I mean, they have different, what do I say? They look different. And so if you go to my daisy post, or how to grow daisies, you'll see all the different types of shapes, petal lengths, and what have you that I have in my garden. So when I save a variety of seeds from several of the plants, then I get a little bit of each. And I never know what plant's going to come up or what daisy's going to come up from those seeds, but I do know it's going to be gorgeous and I'll love it. Now this is a larkspur, and you can see this is buds, so this is going to be new flowers. But over here, these are all dried, and what I'm going to do is very carefully nip it over this, because, yep, the bunch popped out, but then they go right into the tub. And you can see the seeds there. Now I'm not super careful. Some do fall on the ground, but I have a bazillion of them, so it's not a big deal if I lose some onto the ground. Now this is an area that I really didn't want larkspur, but I let them grow because the hummingbirds absolutely feasted on them. And let me pan this way, see if it's in focus. But those all, as I deadhead, more will bloom. And the more, picking these seeds will cause the larkspur to continue blooming, as long as I water and take care of them. And I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty similar to how I collect the delphinium seeds. The foxgloves went to seed long ago, and I had just saved seed then. They're one of the early blooming flowers of spring. And I think that's pretty basically it as far as collecting seed. And I clean them and then I put them in the envelopes.